So 2 quarterfinals. Our referee for this one, Paulo Duarte, who was busy yesterday.
Russia.
So this game 3 on day 2 under the roof at BC Place in Vancouver, and it will be Chile kicking off. A knock on there from the kickoff.
Yeah,
the height of the kick was fantastic, just giving Chile a chance to contest. And also what happens, that pressure leads to mistakes. Russia concede early possession, Chile with a chance to strike first.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Chile clear it well and getting it to Uroz. Had a number of handy touches yesterday, so to this man, Duarte. Uroz in the midfield, across down to Herreros. Shifts it along the line to Duarte. As always, good defence from Davidov. It's a wild pass from Brangier, but he found his man on that far side, but they are penalised for sealing off their Chile.
Good chance here for Russia. Surprising, you conceded the least number of errors in this tournament so far. They'll be happy to get hands on ball finally.
They're always more than happy, aren't they, Dallin, to kick to touch, just slow the pace of the game down to suit themselves and try and control the tempo.
We've seen that a lot more in recent years, going to the set-piece attack, and the lineup must be solid, though.
It looks straight, and that's how Mr. Paulo Duarte saw it as well. Pulls that one back, and Chile will feed the scrum.
Chile, a proud rugby nation, actually got a chance to go to Santiago a couple of years back, and there's a lot of rugby being played there, and especially the 7-a-side game. It's really what they've been excelling on in recent years.
Okay, he's on the ground.
So following this game, we've got Wales taking on Japan, and then at around about 11 o'clock local, it'll be the commencement of our Cup quarterfinals, and the first match sees South Africa taking on Canada.
15 boys here.
That is going to be huge.
Middle.
Canada have been inspirational here in Vancouver, and of course up against South Africa, who've been on fire. A couple of injuries to speak of, though.
Run.
Russia win the penalty there, not back the 10 there, Chile. Davidov shoots it across the line to Kaplan. He's met strongly in the tackle there by Blanc. Russia probing here, looking for first points. 10 out now, Russia. They won't get it to go this time round. Terrific work by Chile at the breakdown. They win the penalty, they go on quickly. Uroz now. The dummy and go is handy from Westcott. They go on the break by Torre Alba. 4v4, and it's Chile who wins the charge towards the line.
A stunning try here for Chile. Some great deceptive play in the midfield as well. And it's an excellent try there. Torrealba, the little scrum off, puts the ball in the left hand, gets ready for the threat. He doesn't need it. He'll be over for the first try.
Well, this man, Torrealba, along with Brangier and Uroz, were all standouts for Chile yesterday, and in Vegas last week as well, it must be said. Fitting then that Torrealba on the quick break for Chile scores their try, and now looking to add the additional 2. was good, just lacking in length, and it is 5-0 to Chile early.
Great start here as the crowd start filling in. The stadium erupted yesterday. It's going to be packed as soon as we get to those quarterfinals. You can see ball being shifted around nicely there. The pass is completed.
That's easily taken there by Kaplan, who was enormous in defence yesterday for his side. Top tackler, and finished 3rd overall on day 1 for tackles made. The number 5 for Russia, Kaplan. And again, they'll kick to touch and back their line out.
Weren't successful in the last line out. They need to be accurate here. They've obviously got some space out wide, some danger players. Let's have a look at the execution here on day 2.
Roshkin goes to the middle. Excellent throw. As good as it gets from Russia. Now Davidov. Carrying the ball in one hand. He was looking to free the pass for the man on the outside. Was collared by the Chilean defence, and the ball came free for the man out of South America. Uroz has hit low. Good chopping tackle that from Pecky out of Russia. Rangi looking for a handle here, can't get it. Said it's Russia who get back and slap it back. Roshkin now. Look to be forward, and that's how it's been called by our referees.
Yeah. Lucky last few moments of this game. Both teams just trying to get through and conceding possession. Chile only give on average 12 possession turnovers a game, and that's a lot. Look at those errors creeping in now.
I feel like this is the calm before the storm. We are about 40 minutes away from Canada and South Africa going at it. The crowd's starting to fill in here. Always a slow start from the fans early on day 2, or the final day's play around the world of sevens. And we have a change of daylight saving as well overnight. So we lost an hour. Perhaps alarms weren't set after a big day 1. In a touch it goes, and at the break it is Chile up by just the 1 unconverted try over Russia. Match in the overall series scheme of things as well, Russia in particular. Lovely grab there from the try scorer. Torrealba got low and got his hands around it. Now a chance for his team to break out against Russia. Taking forward there was Silva. Uroz shapes across the defence, tucks it back in field for Blanc to take it for a spin, and there's no way past Filatov's big tackle. Torrealba scoots back for his side. Brangier, as he's done the last 2 weeks, spins out of a couple of tackles, but his support runners get it wrong. They get nailed for sealing off.
Yeah, Russia have been asked to make a lot of tackles. They've made 12, and Chile's only have to make 6. They do well this time and get another penalty, and they can kick for touch.
Well, the kick to touch has gone horribly wrong for Russia. It has gone dead in goal, and we're going to come back, and Chile will say thank you very much. We'll feed the scrum up by 5, and we'll take it for a run.
Another error there. 5 errors for this Russian side. You really are putting yourself in a good position to compete, and that's why Chile up by 5 and now have possession.
Coach! Bind. Set. Backwards.
Great pressure at the base of the scrum there from Russia. Now Chile somehow come away with it. They are dumped for their troubles. Medawatse was hammered into the turf.
From the side.
And again, the Chilean runner is isolated and gets penalised at the breakdown, giving Russia the chance to try and level things up here. Filatov very nearly got himself through the line. Double
Neck
tap
from who?
on the whistle.
Neck red. Knock roll from red.
You can hear that from our assistant referee. Neck roll against a Russian player.
Sorry. Neck roll from red 12. Penalty only.
Yeah, just dangerous there. I'm surprised it wasn't a yellow card. Neck rolls generally receive 2 minutes in the bin, but now Chile, they can kick for touch as well. Just buy up a bit of time here and get the attack going. Let's have a look over here. That's Davidoff there, just a little bit around the neck. Wasn't too much in there.
Hang on a second. That was a shoulder massage. Book me in for one, thanks to Davidoff. Look at this. Just center it up a touch for me, would you,
Open.
Mr. Davidoff?
Yeah,
That's
they will
tough
come.
on the
Time is on.
Russian skipper. I wonder if he does feet as well. That's something to ponder as the game progresses. Russia. There he is, stabbing it through. Davidoff looking for Kaplan and Co to come through and clean up the grubber. Graft in an attacking sense for the moment for both these teams. Ball's nicely weighted out in front from Brungier. Goes in and does a good job at the breakdown as well. Good skills set being displayed by Brungier from Chile, their captain. Uroz, lovely ball to his runner on the outside. And that was Silva, just shy of halfway. Chile, this far more promising from the Chileans. That's De Witt, 9 on 9, and Russia win that battle.
De Witt's just going a bit too far from his support. It was a lovely line break though. They needed to take them on, and that switch is what did it. Up the midfield. Defensively though, Russia have been really hunting players down. That was a good one.
So off the back of this, we've got our last Challenge Trophy quarterfinal. That sees Wales taking on Japan. Then we've got Cup action, South Africa beat Canada, USA, Argentina, a repeat of last week's Cup quarter in Vegas, New Zealand beat England, and Fiji up against Australia. Oh, mama. We've got a big morning's play booked for you. I hope you're enjoying the action, watching on at home. Davidoff and Russia down by 5 here against Chile. Support one on the outside, just overrunning that on that occasion, and there's a knock on call there against the Russians.
South Americans doing really well to turn over ball here. Blanc was the one involved in that last bit of play, but I'm impressed with their defense so far. The Chileans just booting it in and getting this one.
Let's go, quick. Crouch. Bind. Set, steady.
Uroz slips it out the back. push the edges again, Chile, and they push it a little too far. They have run into touch.
Another turnover here. Russia just need to spark themselves into action minutes ago in this game. They do tie it up. We'll go into overtime. We've got substitutes coming in for both these teams. They'll need it. Big passage of play coming up here in this Challenge Trophy.
Well, I've got a couple of stats to toss up for you, Dallin Stanford, to keep you locked and loaded for the closing minute here. The last time that Chile won on the series was 7 years ago in Vegas. They beat Japan. The last time they shut out a side was against Paraguay in 2002. And they have possession here, the Chileans. It would mean a ton to the men in the white, blue and red of Chile if they can find a way to hang on for these last 40 seconds. Uroz changes direction of play there with Radat. The dummy is a good one from the sole try scorer, Torrealba. Oh, he's knocked on as he was tackled to the ground. And he is filthy with himself.
Well, Shawnee on the verge of history. Some wonderful stats there for Chile. A jersey just getting pulled through and then looking for that offload. He just fumbles it in the process.
Did he actually knock it on though? I thought he kept a handle on it.
We can see from this angle here, but Russia with a final chance.
Play on.
They've stolen it. They've turned it at the scrum. A tight head for Chile. The full-time whistle goes as Chile go in again. They're going to go berserk, the Chileans, and well they might. It has been a massive drought that has been snapped by Westcott and Torrealba. Chile, yes.
The 21-year-old will be celebrating long into the night. The dummy was fantastic. The Russian defenders just biting hard. Davidoff was the one that was beaten on the outside, and reason to celebrate for Chile.
Seek for Chile. Just to recap, that's their first win on the series in over 7 years. The first time in 15 years that they've shut out a side. Conversion is off to the right. It doesn't matter. Terrific moment for Chile. Winners here against Russia in the Challenge quarter-final. 10 points to 0.